Welcome to SoccerBeat, everyone. Talking Pirates, it's a dark day at Talking Pirates. We've lost Moeneeb. He's in the dark. Doesn't want to come out.
No,
Moeneeb,
I'm
are you
not
there?
coming out.
You okay?
I'm here. I'm not coming out.
Moeneeb needs some light. Moeneeb needs some light. He needs some light. He's in the darkness. South Africa,
current
can you
state
please
of
help?
affairs.
I need
the current
something.
state of affairs.
I need
Sundowns
something
are
positive.
now 18 points clear of Orlando Pirates. Only 4 games in hand now. Best case scenario, Pirates can close the gap to 12 points if they win all their games. But on the bright side, Mamelodi Sundowns beat Kaizer Chiefs today. So
That's
maybe
positive.
that should give him some light, man. That
Yeah,
should
that's
give him
positive.
some light.
Are you saying Chiefs lost?
Chiefs lost.
Are you saying Chiefs lost? Okay, I'm back. That's positive news. That's positive news, boys. Hi, welcome. Hi. Sorry, I was in the closet. Sorry, man. She was, man.
Okay.
What was it?
Welcome, Moeneeb, man. I'm glad some of the updates has made you come out of the closet, my man. I know it's dark times. It's really bad. It's not nice. The prices have gone up in Orlando already. Somebody sent me a message. It's like, hey, I can't afford to buy this juice. It's expensive already. Some are saying everything is lost. So I don't know, Moeneeb Mvana.
You saw a temporary load shedding, my friend. Temporary load shedding because of what happened to us. Our lights were put out tonight. They put out our lights for us, and it was. But like I said, Mikey,
obviously we're gonna have to chat about what's left for Orlando Pirates. Is there any form of hope in the PSL, or do we need to shift focus completely to another competition? Do we need to start looking at the Champions League as our only hope of some sort of success from what has been a very good season so far? I mean, just to show you the massive gap between us and Sundowns at the moment is the fact that this is the best start to a season Orlando Pirates has had in the PSL era, and we find ourselves 18 points behind Mamelodi Sundowns. Cheez, I mean, are Sundowns just too good for this league now?
You know what, Mikey? With all fairness, guys, I know this might be like a dagger into Moeneeb's heart, but at the end of the day, those guys in Klokop, they know what they're doing, my man. They've been doing this for the past 7 seasons, and they're just showing class, and it's great start from Orlando Pirates, like you said, Mikey, and it's a positive for them, as much as we might look at it as Sundowns really opening up the gap, but you must know there's other factors that play part. I'm looking at how the league is being run. I mean, you cannot have a team that's sitting with 4 games in hand. You hardly get that in other leagues, and I think that also contributes because, Mikey, when you got games in hand, you don't have the points. You still have to play. Why else the team that you're competing against is playing week in, week out, and you're missing out, and that reduces a bit of the pressure and the momentum. Because as a player, you want to play on a Saturday, you want to play on a Wednesday, you want to play the weekend, you want to play on a Wednesday. So when there's a break and the team that you are challenging, they are always playing and winning games, that piles up the pressure, and I think the team today, Pirates, I think they succumb to the pressure.
Cheesy, you know how that's going to come across. Everyone's going to say to us that we wanted more rest and we wanted more time, and now that we lost, now we're saying, oh, but we want to play week after week. Like they're going to say,
rest, Moeneeb, rest does not really matter. You understand? Because as a big club, you should have the squad. And I think this is a lesson learned for Orlando Pirates. The rotation that we always spoke about, and we always said, it doesn't need to rotate. No, you can play the same team, And I think that is what is helping Sundowns in this current stage, I mean, there were games that they were winning with a different squad, and who was getting the rest? The other so-called key players or the core of the team were getting a rest. And you look at today's game against Gallants, I think if you don't take your chances, you're not going to win the match. I think one thing that stood out for me, Rilo got an opportunity to stuck the ball at the back of the net. He did not do that. That passed the pressure, I mean, they just got that set piece. They scored the goal, brought them in the game, gave them confidence. And now we have to open up the back door now and try and push and try and get the win. And hence they had the second goal, So I think mentally wise, I think it had a bit of an effect where you might say the rest was good, or you might say with games in hand it was good. But for me, I think it was just a disadvantage for the team.
Yeah, 100%. Cheese. I think it's a double-edged sword, Mike and Cheese, man. You know, so especially coming to the tail end of the season, you want to be playing regularly. You know, you want to be keeping that momentum. But like Cheese has also mentioned with Sundowns, Sundowns have been doing this, playing at a high level and winning things for about 10 years. They've been for 10 years on the trot. You know, we've slowly started to find our feet now in the last 3 years, where we started building a team with a coach. You know, so it's still going to take time for us. It's still going to take time. You know, yes, we are Orlando Pirates. Yes, we are a big team. Fair enough. We should be doing better and wara. But to be at the level where that team has been already, we're still playing catch up. But we catch up on in the right way. So we're learning as we're going along as well. Listen, if we're looking for positives as well, the first positive for me is that yellow team is not close to us. That yellow team is not close. That's the first positive I'm going to take over that. I'm taking that. Yeah. Second positive is, listen, we have competitions more competition to focus on. Where others are trying to survive the top 8, we have more competitions to focus on. You know, we have a massive 16. What's the gap that is open now? The gap is what? 12, now, 15 points.
It's now 18 points with.
That's too far. So let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. That gap is too far for us. Let's accept it as Orlando Pirates. Let's accept it. Fair enough. What are we closer to? That gap is too far. Realistically, we close that door. Now we shift our focus to the CAF Champions League, which is quarterfinals. That is the positives that we must look at. Yes, man, we even tonight's game, you know, yes, we had our chances, but we're still playing positive football, getting in those areas, trying to score goals. You know, unfortunately, you know, you have a team like, I thought we were playing against a team from Egypt or one of these North African teams this evening, because half of the time they were laying on the ground. You know, and that was their game plan. And you know what, we need that preparation when we go to CAF Champions League. You know, we need that preparation. So they prepared us for that. Yes, take your losses, fine, go home. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right. We can't. The gap is too big for us there. But we're going now to here. We can shift our focus again now. We have to shift our focus. Take the loss. We take it, man. We don't care even the opposition, because hopefully we won't see them again next season. You know, it's going to be tough for them also. You know what I'm saying? I'm frustrated, I'm angry, but I'm not going to take it out on my team.
Back, I want to chat about some positives that we can take from today and where to from here for Orlando Pirates. We'll catch you guys after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, George hopes he's cooked up the perfect multi-bet. But even if his bets start missing, George keeps smiling. You see, even with multiple misses, George knows he can still win big. A revolution, a revelation, a roaring masterpiece of betting brilliance. Imagine that. Multiple misses on his bet slip and George is still a big winner with the world's first bet saver from Betway.
And we are back, SoccerBeat. Thank you for staying with us. Make sure you like and subscribe. Boys, something we need to start thinking about. Are we taking a sharp right turn here out of the Betway Premiership title race, and we're going straight to the CAF Champions League, boys? We've got Jose Riviera, the cup specialist, the man who's lifted many trophies at Orlando Pirates. That's his specialty. We're starting to shift focus. What do you say, Moeneeb?
100%. I can hear the brakes on that car already, turning right. You know, that's where we need to go. We still have something big to focus on. You know, it's always difficult chasing if the gap was under 10, yes. But if the gap is bigger than that, it's really difficult. Then it becomes a hard task, especially like a team like Sundowns who's on fire. You know, it's hard. And a team like that who knows how to win the league. If it's under 10 points, yes, we can put the pressure on them. You know, can us two games at 3 games and we're back in it. But now it's just the gap has just gone a bit too big and that's a bit too much for us. So change our focus. Change our focus to what's closer. Chasing 5 games or chasing 4 games for a star and adding another star to us. That is the options we have. That is the positives we have as well. You know, not yes, this is gone. There's some teams who doesn't even have this pressure, doesn't have this luxury of playing still on the highest competition on the continent. There's a lot of them, and we, you know, there's this yellow team that's they're fighting for top 8. They're fighting for top 8. We are still fighting to beat that Champions League.
I want to ask you about Cheezy. In terms of the gap between Pirates and Sundowns, when I look at the January transfer window, they go out and they get a South American centre back. They go get Jaden Adams and spend a fortune of money on him. They reinforce that squad, they reinvigorate that squad, and all of a sudden Sundowns start to hit everyone 4-4-4. They They're just flying at the moment. And it's the fact that they have the ability and the cash to go out and splurge and to reinforce the squad. Pirates, we've been saying it week after week. We're limping here, same lineup. And didn't bring any fresh faces in, and we've actually lost a couple guys. I mean, Tito wasn't there today, so Leng's still another issue. It's like we're getting less and less players. They're reinforcing. I mean, can we expect to compete with them if that's the case?
Mikey, like when I said earlier on, lesson learned. I mean, a team like Sundowns that has done it before. I think even when the team is doing really well, Sundowns will always go into the market and look for a quality player. Because I think because they've mastered it so well. They know that they need a certain player for a certain period, and they probably will get that player. Look, they got a Jaden Adams who's got the ball rolling, and he's done extremely well for them. And I said, Orlando Pirates, we didn't really look into getting, I was hoping they could have gotten an Apollos, because I felt like on the right-hand side, nobody is actually trying to assist Rilo, because the focus is on the boy. He's very young. The focus is on Tito. But now once those two are not in action or not really playing well, what happens to the team? A team like Sundowns, they can just reshuffle the squad. And I think it's a lesson for Orlando Pirates that, sometimes even when you're still doing well, you can still go into the market, get a quality player that is supposed to be there and actually try and improve the squad. Try and improve the squad all the time. Every transfer market window, if it's open, try and bolster your squad, because it will help in the long run, because at the end of the day, Mikey, you have to learn from the best, right? And Sundowns has been really doing it consistently for so many seasons. And we've always had questions, why are they going into the market? They're leading by 18 points, 15 points. But it's clear that, the technical team and everybody that's the scouts there, I think they're doing a fantastic job. And they always say, if you can't beat them, you have to try and join them. So we also have to try and up ourselves, open the pockets up, try and get these quality players. Yes, people will complain, where's he going to play, blah, blah, blah. We say that about Sundowns, but when they win, people forget about that, because the most important thing is having the consistency that they're having, because it's something that's missing with Orlando Pirates. Like we said early in the season, we are hoping that they will be more consistent. Yes, a better start to the season, but if they had went into the market, I think they could have refreshed the team for this latter part of the season now, because now players are tiring out. The ambulance is still stuck at the hospital collecting people. It happens, Mikey. Somebody gets injured, the ambulance must go out, is not in the team. So such things do happen. We had Sesani out. It's not an excuse, but it shouldn't look like we don't have a Sesani. It shouldn't look like Tito is not there, because Pirates is a big team, my man. And Moeneeb, just a good point. This is just some hope for the Bagania fans. Even Siri, when you dial on your phone, you put maps. Okay, I'm going to the Betway Prem, and you find that you are not heading that route. It can reroute as well. So we are changing course now.
We have the luxury.
We are turning right. Okay.
Boys, we're going to go to one more ad break. And when we come back, Moeneeb, you're going to give us some hope. You came out the closet. You started on a dark note. We're going to put
this is what we are going to use. We're going to put out that fire. Mikey, we're going to put out the fire that we wanted for the league. We're going to spray that fire dead.
We're spraying that fire dead. At one point in the break, you said that there's something that's been going wrong with Pirates, and it all started somewhere, and you're going to highlight that with our fans after the break.
Golden liquid pouring, gold splashing, gold swirling, waves of gold foaming, cut to reveal more gold. It's easy to make a beer that looks gold, but to make a beer that wins gold, that's a different story. Carling Black Label, Africa's most awarded beer.
And we're back, guys. Thank you very much. Moeneeb, everyone wants to know where the problem started with Orlando Pirates. We started to falter. You said that you found a solution, and you said that there was an issue with...
I found the problem. I found the problem, Mike. And I don't know if Cheez saw it as well, but I'm sure if I mention it now, that he will definitely agree with me. I think the problem started with the show here, Mike. It started here. We were just such an amazing on fire team, and then all of a sudden, you started finding your way in the corridors of some other doors. I've been scanning the internet, and I've been seeing you opening other doors. I've been seeing you on other shows. All of a sudden, so the problem started here. Jeez, I'm not too sure, but this is what I'm feeling, because all of a sudden, look, Mike is wearing a red hat now. oh my goodness. And first, we used to have everything was to be black for us. And so, Mike, the problem actually started with you because I'm seeing you doing shows speaking about all other teams. You're the yellow team all of a sudden. Why don't we have enough to speak about our team? So that is where our problem started, Cheez. Please, I'm going to carry on. Cheez, please, just stop me. Just stop me, please, Cheez.
Okay, Moeneeb, no, Moeneeb. He was in the wrong change room, man. Because you know how I spotted him? I spotted him with the cap. I'm like, man, this cap, I know this cap, man. I know this cap, man. What is he doing in this change room? You know, maybe when the players walk back into the change rooms, sometimes the locker rooms are opposite sides. He probably turned left instead of the right we want to turn.
Yeah, but you know what? I could have
explained
explained
myself,
him,
guys. I'll tell you what was happening. They asked me to come on to a Sundowns Chiefs show because what I thought I needed to do, I needed to help out Kaizer Chiefs. I wanted to give them all the stats. I wanted to give them all the help that they can maybe do us a favor against Sundowns. And even though I gave them all the stats, how they can beat Sundowns, zero. Nothing.
Mike, they don't need help. They don't need help, Mike. They don't need help from an analyst. They need a magician.
Yeah,
they need a magician, Mike. So I think that's out of your pay grade, Mike. Please, man. Please. And I thought I would have loved this to have been a conspiracy, but it's not.
But we've been positive. Moeneeb. I think there's things that we need to put out.
Yes.
I think, Moeneeb, there's things that you need to put out. I saw you holding something that puts out fire. So I think if people are burning, I think one is Ribeiro, one is Michael Morton. I don't know. Just in jail. One shot.
This is how we are operating now. Mikey's now I'm starting to understand why you're wearing the red hat. Because fires need to be put out, and we are now firemen. My fire is started by Ribeiro. I'm putting out that fire with that boy. Yeah. Mike, get that car in here. Get the truck in, Mike. Get the truck in. Put out that fire of that boy. He is hot. He is hot.
You need to put out Ribeiro. He's causing too many problems for us.
No, we have to. That boy's on fire. That boy is on fire. But like I said,
but no, on the positive side, Jen,
I'm putting the fire out of the league. I'm spraying. No. Let's take our focus up there. Let's focus our energy now with that right turn there with the brakes. We're going CAF Champions League now. Come on, Mapagachu. We cannot lose hope. We cannot lose hope. We still got big competitions ahead here. Yes.
Boys, we need to put out the fire of Ribeiro. We don't want another problem in the Champions League as well. Stop that. Put out the fire. Bring the fire extinguisher. It's too hot.
Yeah.
We're coming for them in the Champions League.
Mikey, before you close, Mikey, just a word of encouragement to the Pirates players, to the Pirates fans, keep on supporting the team. You guys have been so awesome from the start of the season. It might look like things are not where you think the team should be, but you must understand that once you are a Paranea, you'll always be a Paranea. And what I love, this is just a message to the fans. Keep on coming to the stadiums. Keep on supporting the boys, even if it looks like a tall ladder to climb, but your support is really, really needed because you don't want the team now that's going into the last few games demoralized. They still have cups to play, there's the Champions League, there's the Netbank, and with the league, you never know what might happen, things could happen. At least maybe we could cut it down to that 6 points. That would be a great achievement, going into the next season, because I think everybody has got it on their heads now that Sundowns has won the league. It's going to be difficult to catch them. But that does not mean you must not come to the stadiums. That does not mean you mustn't sing that Tito, you mustn't. No, keep on supporting the boys.
Watito.
Let's rally behind the boys, and you guys have been awesome, I think for the Betway Prem, you guys have just shown that South African football is growing and the competition is there as well. So big ups to the Pirates players, for pushing Sundowns, because I felt like they really pushed them, because at some stage Sundowns players are panicking like, hey, this Pirates team is consistent now. Hey, it looks like we have a challenger, which is great for football in South Africa. So keep on boys. And for the fans, keep on coming to the stadiums, because we love this beautiful game. That's why we are all here at SoccerBeat, because we love this game. We love this game.
That's a great way to end, Cheezy. Thank you, boys. We'll see you guys
Thank you, Muruti.
in the next one.
Shot. Oh, yeah.
SoccerBeat.